Exhale. Exhale. Exhale.
Just
Exhale.
breathe.
Breathe.
Believe.
Breathe.
Be free.
Breathe. Inside. Heart. Align. Breathe. Inside. Inside.
Oh, okay, I'm here.
Yes. Greetings, John. You made it just in time.
Yes. Greetings, everyone. My name is Daisha Myers, also known as Divine Marie. I am a mental health advocate, a holistic health and wellness coach, a certified Reiki master, and self-taught plant-based cook. I'm also, a poet and songwriter. I focus on serving individuals to help them balance in areas of mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional well-being.
That's right. And I am Circumstantial Saint, a poet, musician, music and visual producer, writer, author. I like to say storyteller, historian. And I seek to help preserve, elevate, and transmit the oral traditions, the history, the culture of our people, while seeking to elevate and help better connect our people, whether through information, social justice work, activism, advocacy, organizing, or vibration.
Yes, so we take on many roles to ensure that the cultural heritage of the community is not lost and that future generations can learn from it.
And this is Divine Circumstances, and we want to know what makes you flow, what makes your flow divine, and which circumstances with which you align. Uh, this is a podcast and web show, which you can see it as part open mic or a part healing session, where we share our thoughts, whether it's through the poems or music or book entries, journal entries that ourselves or guests may share, or we might just simply touch on a simple topic, and tonight of which we will discuss in a moment. But inspiration and healing is the name of the game here.
Yeah, so we are live every other Thursday at 8 p.m., but you can watch us anytime on Facebook, Twitter, and or YouTube. And we would love for you to join us. So hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss future sessions. And we really love the engagement with folks and interaction so we can all learn and grow together. You guys can all follow me on my Facebook page, Divine Marie. All my music is on Bandcamp, and everything will be linked in this episode so you can reach out to us that way.
Yes, and my info as well. But all of our info is at in the description of the episode, and you can find me as well on Bandcamp. I'm available on any music streaming platforms and services. I have books available, which are in the comments, the description as well. Uh, Divine, we've been doing as we call it, chakra series.
Yes.
For the past few episodes, seasons,
Yeah.
however you want to call it. Why don't you tell people what today's chakra is about?
Yeah, so I'm super excited about this one. Today we are going to be discussing the heart chakra. So for those of you that don't know, the heart chakra is also known as Anahata in Sanskrit. It is one of the main 7 chakras in the human body, according to Hindu and Buddhist traditions. The heart chakra is located in the center of the chest near the heart, and each chakra is believed to be a center of energy within the body. And the heart chakra is associated with love, compassion, empathy, and interconnectedness.
Love, compassion, empathy, and interconnectedness.
Yes.
I had to think about that for a second. So when the heart chakra is balanced, it is said to promote feelings of love, acceptance, and compassion towards oneself and others. So people with a balanced heart chakra are often open-hearted, empathetic,
Mhm.
and able to form deep connections with others. However, if the heart chakra is blocked or imbalanced, it can lead to feelings of isolation, resentment, and difficulty forming meaningful relationships.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so the color that is typically associated with the heart chakra is green. This association is based on the belief that colors carry certain energetic vibration, and green is seen as the color of balance, harmony, and growth, which are qualities associated with the heart chakra. Additionally, some interpretations also suggest pink as a secondary color associated with the heart chakra, particularly in relation to unconditional love and compassion. Yeah, that always stood out to me. Like when I found out that green was the color that was associated with the heart, because we automatically assume that it's going to be like pink or
Red
red.
or pink. Hmm.
Yeah, so when I found out it was green, I thought that was really interesting, but
Yeah.
I like how it says that the color belief system that colors carry certain energetic vibrations, and green is seen as the color of balance, harmony, and growth. So that I like that. That makes sense.
When I think about nature, the forest, the lush green of so many places, um,
Mhm.
the vibration of gratitude and love that you feel from everything, the interconnectedness, I guess I would say, um,
Yeah,
then it makes sense to me. And for
right.
me too, I felt the same way. When I first learned that green was what the heart chakra stood for, I'm like, that's interesting. I had to put on some
Yeah,
green since you spoke on green. I'm like, I don't have no green on, but I got green right here.
no.
Um,
Yeah, I have pink, so I guess
right, right.
I wore pink because, the heart chakra.
And so I had to match you, you know?
Yeah,
I'm always wearing black. And so I
right.
think I want to keep that mental note from now on, wearing or having something around me to associate with the episode. So that will
Yeah,
be my
that's true.
homework going forward, is to
Mhm.
incorporate that in. Um, so for viewers, we have some questions that we'd like to ask and share with y'all. Um, and y'all, by all means, can shout out your own questions, but this is just to get the chat going. Like,
Yeah.
and I guess this is we're asking each other here this question too, because like, how can an imbalance in the heart chakra affect our emotional and physical health?
That's a good one. Hmm. Well, as we know a lot of physical health ailments are come from, an imbalance somewhere spiritually or mentally or emotionally. So I would say having an imbalance heart chakra can affect us emotionally by just not feeling like that self love for ourselves, not feeling connected to other people, not really having those meaningful relationships. And physically, that can lead to like loneliness, sadness, and depression. So,
I mean, depression, stress,
yeah,
can lead to the physical aspect of that, like a stroke or a heart attack from somebody simply just
yes,
being lonely. And they say people in their elder years, uh, human interaction is really key to longevity. I was
yeah.
watching this one. I'm always watching documentaries and learning. I have to learn. And there was this one show. I forget what the actual premise of the full documentary was, but there was this clip about this specific town, this area or village or town, whatever, in Japan,
Mhm.
where they're the oldest like group of people living. Like there's nowhere
Oh,
else in the
wow.
world with that many people of all that age.
That's so
And
cool.
right, one of the things that most people and those people there, whether it was people coming in to research them or their own groups of people, they all agreed that they could attribute it to how in their village they use a certain name for what they did, but they would all meet up in groups and do things together, whether it was
Yeah.
dancing,
Yeah.
singing, eating together, going for walks. Nobody
Mm-hmm.
was left alone. They all sat and did things together, and some of these groups of people were doing this together for like 50 years at this point.
That's
And
so
when they
dope.
right and when they asked them, like, how do you think you live so long, and they're like, well, we make sure that we do things together. I get out and I talk, I stay moving, I dance,
Yeah.
I talk with people. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that that really is a big key to, well, answering that question and speaking to that question as far as like the connectedness of
Mm-hmm.
the heart chakra, the interconnectedness of all of us, the
Yeah.
wanting or needing, because it's innately within us and our human nature to want to
Mm-hmm.
be a part of something. Our society worships or makes it a priority to be individualistic, right? Which we should all strive to be different, but why can't we be different together?
Yeah.
Everyone wants to belong to a group. It's human
Right.
nature.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all want to feel like we fit in somewhere.
And we all do.
Right. Exactly.
hmm Um I'm gonna put in the second question and then all the others because I know I ramble off. But I want to ask the next question though, like
Okay.
actually the other question. So how does forgiveness play a role in opening and healing the heart chakra?
That's so good.
Right.
That's a
I
good
wanted to
one.
specifically ask you that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would say forgiveness really plays a huge role in healing the heart chakra because you have that openness, that empathy, that compassion. I feel like if you're still holding on to something that may have hurt you or hurt your heart chakra in a way, there's always going to be some kind of blockages there. So just being able to forgive and move on with an open heart, that's definitely going to contribute to healing your heart chakra.
So what if you've forgiven one person and things, but you're still having a hard time with someone else and other things?
I think it's all around. I think you have to, forgiveness is key. We have to forgive those that hurt us, everyone that has hurt us in some way. Um, we're all going to experience hurt. It's inevitable. But just being able to forgive and continuing to move with love and with an open heart definitely will contribute to having that heart chakra open and healed. So, yeah, I think
I
forgiveness
definitely
is
agree
key.
with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say that I've literally in the past week and a half had this scenario happen where
Yeah.
different circumstances happened where I just felt opened up to
Mm,
forgive. There was nothing else but to forgive. And the feelings that are vibrating through me now, very interesting, because it's not forgiveness that I'm feeling per se, it's gratefulness. Like it's mutated
mm.
into a gratefulness
That's
just
beautiful.
for right, like just for
Yeah.
the experience, right? Because
Right.
it's not about the what ifs, it's more about, you know, that taught me this, and I'm grateful because that
Yeah.
still nonetheless was a good time, it was my
Yeah.
life. um
Exactly.
so forgiveness for viewers, forgiveness is essential to, I think, understanding your own value as a person, and it does play a
Yeah.
part in boundaries too.
Absolutely.
I like these questions. I think I'm
Yeah,
gonna
they're
start
good.
doing, yeah, because I think it does help to break things up, and it also helps to dive a little deeper into these
Yeah.
topics.
Right.
um Speaking, because we're about to go into like the balanced and the imbalanced heart chakras, so I think that definitely what we just talked about speaks to these. Um,
Right.
you want to go first? You want me to go first?
Okay. I can go first. Okay, so signs of a balanced heart chakra. So, some signs of a balanced heart chakra would include openness and compassion. You feel a deep sense of love and compassion for yourself and others. You are able to empathize with others and express kindness freely. Healthy boundaries, that's a good one. You maintain healthy boundaries in relationships, knowing when to give and when to receive without feeling drained or overwhelmed. Forgiveness, oh my goodness, we literally just talked about that. You can forgive others and yourself for past mistakes, letting go of resentment and bitterness. Emotional balance. You experience emotional stability and are able to navigate your emotions without getting overwhelmed by them. Deep
That's a big one.
connections. Yeah, that is. That really is. You form deep, meaningful connections with others and feel a sense of interconnectedness with all living beings. And last but not least, self love. Yes, you have a strong sense of self love and self worth, accepting yourself and fully and appreciating your unique qualities. I love that.
Those last two, oh, actually, they're all very important and big. The
Yeah.
number five, deep connection, speaks to the
Mhm.
interconnectedness, but it also speaks to the loneliness and the strokes, heart attacks, that whole narrative that we were talking about.
Yeah.
Because if you're, and I struggle with this, I will be the first one to say that I can, during moments of deep depression, I isolate and cut everything and everyone off.
Same.
Um,
Yeah.
and that's something that I'm struggling with because I don't want to burden people, but I
Mhm.
also it's important for us to reach out and connect with
Yeah.
people when we're feeling that.
We're
So I
struggling.
think
Yeah.
it's right. So it's a touchy feely thing, but I think with people that you trust and people that
Yeah.
you know care about you, I think it's important to express and communicate those things, which has to do
Mhm.
with the throat chakra. Um,
Yes.
so just bringing that around full circle there, I think that that's important. And doing that, setting those boundaries, and as you
Mhm.
spoke of, the most important thing, self love, which goes back to the heart as
Yeah.
well. So those are all the good feeling stuff. What about the
Right.
imbalances, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
we just spoke on this too. Isolation. That's
Mm.
because I really
I do
do
that
like
so much. I
right.
isolate a lot when I'm not feeling it. That's like my go-to. Isolate it.
And you know what? I wonder for viewers, like, do y'all are y'all the opposite when you're
Yeah.
feeling anxious or depressed or like skitsy? Do you go out and like bombard people with your energy and like love bomb them or just like drain them, or do you like hone it in and say to yourself? And I'm not saying that either is good or bad or
Is
that
but
is
yeah.
wrong, but I'm just trying to get an understanding of,
Curious.
your own right. It's
Yeah.
great to analyze your own movements and compare them to other people just for understanding, right? So the isolation, if you feel or you might feel disconnected from others and experience difficulty forming meaningful relationships if your heart chakra is imbalanced. And so
Mhm.
I've had one of these or two of these or a couple situations like this where I took part in codependent relationships, whether it was romantic or
Mm.
platonic, right? So
Yeah.
codependency is an indicator of an imbalanced heart chakra. So on the other end of the spectrum, you may become overly dependent on others for validation and approval, sacrificing your own needs in the process.
Oh, that's a good one.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Difficulty with forgiveness. See, I like this one. Let's get into the nitty.
Yeah.
Because like I asked that question because some of that pertained to me when we were talking about it before. Like, well, what if you've got, forgiveness for this person, but you can't seem to muster it for this person? Well,
Right.
if you're holding on to grudges and find it challenging to forgive others or yourself for past hurts, you've got an imbalanced heart chakra.
Yeah.
The past few years with the social justice and activism work that I do does weigh heavy on your spirit. And
Mm-hmm.
It can, and a lot of the things that you see, witness, and go through, um, gives you a distaste and a certain bitterness, or it can, for people around you, for the community you're supposed to be a part of, and the government. uh, so I've been, in the past few years, taking part in doing what I can to negate that. So
Yeah,
while I understand that I have difficulty with this, I also understand that it is important to continue to push against it, through it, to make sure that I'm transmuting this. And that's what I think is important for people
absolutely.
to take away. So you
Yeah,
can have those feelings, but they don't have to stay. Jealousy and envy. Feelings of jealousy and envy towards others may arise, leading to unhealthy comparison and resentment. I think that goes hand in hand with the previous one, difficulty with forgiveness. So
yeah, seriously.
here's a big one. I think a lot of people do this without realizing it, especially in communities of color. I I don't know what it is, but overly defensiveness. You may become overly defensive or closed off, protecting yourself from potential emotional pain by shutting down emotionally. You know what? I get why now,
Yeah,
because impoverished communities or communities of color historically have went through a lot of things that, you know, we're breaking through generational trauma and establishing new norms. There, it wasn't too common a generation or two ago for, we don't talk about those things, we don't
yeah,
speak about that,
exactly.
you know. um
Yeah.
so that's an example. And the last one is lack of self-love. So low self-esteem and a lack of self-love may manifest, leading to feelings of unworthiness or self-criticism.
Mhm. Yeah, for sure. That is deep. So now that we know some signs of an imbalanced heart chakra, we're going to go into ways to balance the heart chakra if you are feeling any of these symptoms that you are not balanced. So, meditation. Practice heart center meditation. Focus on feelings of love, compassion, and forgiveness. Visualize a green light at the center of your chest, radiating warmth and love throughout your body. I like that.
Yeah,
So, yoga, incorporate heart opening yoga poses such as camel pose, bridge pose, and fish pose into your practice to open up the chest and heart center. Self compassion. Cultivate self love and self compassion by practicing positive affirmations, self care activities, and treating yourself with kindness and understanding. And that is so important. Be kind to
mhm,
yourself.
mhm,
Forgiveness. Practice forgiveness towards yourself and others. Reflect on past hurts and resentments and work towards letting go of negative emotions associated with them. That's a good one. Yeah.
I notice how it said forgiveness to yourself.
Yes. Towards yourself and others. Absolutely. Yes. You got to forgive yourself for any past mistakes that you have made or anything that you might feel guilty about. You have to let all that go. And that goes back to the self compassion, just like treating yourself kind and being kind to yourself. Um,
I have a question
connected.
for you.
Yeah.
What do you say to, do you have any pointers for, like, if you're embarking on your own self love and self care journey, and someone projects their own opinions onto you for your own path of which you need to take care of yourself for, and what do you say to people that are like, you shouldn't be doing this, that, and the third, uh or to the avocado toast generation kind of thing?
Honestly, you could just kind of have to tell people, like, this is my life and this is what I'm doing because it makes me happy. I mean, I feel like that's a good enough explanation. You really shouldn't have to explain yourself any further because everyone is on their own journey everyone is living their own life, and we just have to do what's ultimately best for ourselves. So, yeah.
That's right.
hmm I love this next one. So, connect with nature. Spend time in nature as it can help promote feelings of peace, harmony, and interconnectedness with the world around you. I think that is so important. Spending time outside in nature, it definitely allows you to feel that interconnectedness with the world and just with yourself. So I think that's a huge one. Expressing gratitude. Practice gratitude by focusing on the things in your life that you're thankful for. Expressing gratitude can help shift your focus towards positivity and abundance. Creative expression. Engage in creative activities that allow your emotions, such as writing, painting, dancing, or singing. Creative expression can help release pent up emotions and promote emotional healing. Absolutely. I love that one. It's another great one. Acts of kindness. Perform acts of kindness towards others without expecting anything in return. Small gestures of kindness can help cultivate feelings of love and compassion towards others. That's a good one. I like that. I
Hmm.
don't think people, I don't think we do that enough as people, like just do random acts of kindness.
It goes back to, at least American society is built on the individualism. And I
Yeah,
think that, doing those things for other people helps to foster gratitude.
absolutely. Yes. And connect with loved ones, spend time with loved ones, and nurture your relationships. And lastly, energy healing. Explore energy healing, such as Reiki or crystal healing, which can focus on balancing and harmonizing the body's energy.
Yeah, it's funny that questions that I took out actually were answered in here. So I really dig
Oh, that's
um
good.
yeah, I really did get some information. So here's some crystals for the heart chakra. I know that you've got
Yeah.
a crystal for us.
Yeah, it's the
um
first one that's on the list, too.
mhm. It's rose quartz, which um are is one of the many favorites from Divine and myself. It's known
Mm.
as the stone of unconditional love, and rose quartz is often associated with the heart chakra. What is that?
Oh, no, sorry. I was just clearing my throat.
Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Um, Oh, so the rose quartz is believed to promote love, compassion, and forgiveness, and can help heal emotional wounds. Green aventurine. I
Here's
used to have.
mine. Sorry.
Oh
But here's
yes,
my rose quartz. I love this crystal. This is like a big one that I got. I have a bunch of little ones too, but this one I use like when I'm
yeah, it's big.
taking like healing baths and stuff. I'll sit it next to the bath and meditate with it and everything. So
Yes.
yes.
See, I need a big one like that. Psh, damn.
Yes.
Do you have any green aventurine?
I do. I just don't have it on me.
Yeah, I can't recall if I don't. I used to have it, and if I do still have it, it's a what you call it? One of the
Like a
polished
brief.
ones.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I know what
one
you
of the
mean.
little,
Okay.
pocket ones.
Yeah.
Um, but it's associated with abundance, which makes sense to me, growth and vitality. And
Hmm.
it's believed to help release old patterns, promote emotional healing, and attract love and prosperity. Green jade is a symbol of purity and serenity. Green jade is particularly associated with the heart chakra and is believed to promote harmony, balance, and emotional well being. So maybe that's one that you can use to help balance specifically. Emerald, definitely one of my favorites, is the stone of the heart. Emerald is thought to enhance love, compassion, and harmony in relationships. It is also believed to promote physical and emotional healing. Malachite is a powerful stone for transformation and emotional healing, and is believed to help release past traumas, promote emotional balance, and encourage positive change. Rhodonite is known as the stone of compassion. I didn't know that. And is believed
Yeah,
to the I don't even know if I've ever had that before.
I
Um
had. Yeah, I like that one. It's like it has like a black and pinkish like color to it.
hmm.
It's really nice. But yeah, I worked with that one a lot when I was working on my heart chakra. It's a good one.
It says it can help heal emotional wounds and foster a
Yes.
sense of self-love and acceptance. So I'm gonna look
Hmm.
into that one. Yes.
Yeah, it's
And
a good one.
I've always had a hard time pronouncing this.
Yeah,
Amazonite.
yeah. Amazonite. I think Amazonite. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
No, always love I've always loved the look of this one though. It's like a blue green stone, and it's believed to promote inner harmony, balance, and self-expression, and it can help calm the mind and release energy, allowing for greater emotional clarity and communication. Um and then I've been waiting to talk about this.
Oh
Um
yeah, yeah,
yeah, so I'm sure you're excited to tell people about cacao
yeah.
and the benefits as it relates to the heart
Mhm.
chakra. So I'm excited to hear about this.
So cacao has been used in a lot of rituals for heart chakra opening. Cacao is no well, they consider it like a moon enhancement. It contains compounds such as PEA. I don't know how to pronounce this, but it helps like to promote like a blissful elevated feelings. It can allow you to open your heart and be easily connected with others. So, heart opening properties. Cacao ceremonies and rituals have been used by indigenous cultures for centuries as a way to facilitate connection, introspection, and emotional healing. Drinking cacao in a ceremonial context can create a space for individuals to open their hearts, release emotional blockages, and cultivate love and compassion. So yeah, like I said, it's been used for centuries and in different cultures to really just promote that openness of your heart and just like connection. And a lot of people have reported that when they engage in these rituals, that they feel closer, to God and to nature. So yeah, I think it's really dope. Have you tried it?
Yeah, like I don't know, like I've used it in place of like coffee, and I've mixed
Yeah.
different things into it.
Hmm.
And then there's like different things, like for example, like cachava and alternative drinks to replace coffee in the morning that
Yeah,
contain cacao that I've really been wanting to try, and they have insinuated similar benefits to what you've just discussed.
that's
So
awesome.
it's definitely been on my mind. Have I tried it? Yes, but I've
Yeah,
made essentially like hot chocolate out of it,
yeah,
and
that's
it
what I
wasn't
did.
right. For me, it wasn't the under the context of knowing all of these benefits or anything like that.
Right.
I just, it was just a taste, and when I have a taste for something, I don't exactly question why I have a taste. I just know that spiritually,
Mhm.
my body is calling for something. Something in me is calling for something, and I just go through with it. I'm
Mhm.
weird like that, but
I
don't
feel
mind
that. Yeah. Yeah, so I want to like you said, I tried it and drank it as like a hot chocolate or a coffee replacement, but I really want to try to do like a ceremony for it and
yeah.
see where it takes me. So yeah, I think that's dope, and it's not anything that you have to. It's not like a drug or alcohol. It's something
Right.
that's just from nature that can help
Speaking of
you. connect. So I think that's dope.
And we'll discuss this like the details after the show,
Mhm.
but we have to do like an event. Just idea, everyone. Okay, so we can do some kind of like ceremony where we're discussing, you know, poetry, or we're discussing healing, like a topic like what we do on our show, but we
Yeah.
also have different drinks and different foods that we base things around, and we can relate it to different topics. We can relate it to, for example, we're talking about the heart chakra
Yeah.
and the different things concerning interconnectedness, balance, also stress, and love and affection and gratefulness and forgiveness, and all these things
Mhm.
that we can use food and drink as the medium. You were just speaking about alcohol, and I've tried non-alcoholic alcohol that does give you a euphoric feeling that's all
Oh,
plant-based. It's
that's
nothing but
cool.
plant. Right, and it has like this spiciness, like
Yeah.
when I do poetry open mics, I will
Yeah.
mix a drink of cayenne pepper, honey, and tea, right?
I
Like, you
remember
know,
you did that. Yeah.
yeah. So it gives this burn in the back of the throat. That's kind of what the non-alcoholic drink reminded me of. And
Oh,
so,
okay.
right, like serving stuff like that on the rocks and having like
Yeah.
fruit and every nuts, and people just sit
Mhm.
around and we enjoy and we talk, and it's a whole vibe. We could do yoga and meditation during
That
it,
would be
getting
so nice.
like an hour and a half, 2 hour session. Right. I think that would be a really grand thing to do, and you just sparked
Yeah,
that off. So
that
we
would
could
be
talk about
nice.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, what do y'all think, everyone? If y'all have any ideas or y'all want to pitch in,
Yeah.
like let us know.
Drop them.
Yes, all off of cacao, like, and definitely make that part of it too. Like,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that would be amazing.
For real though, yes. Like I think this is
Yeah,
a really good idea. We could do something with that.
we
Find a nice
can.
venue. Hmm.
So I don't know if you have poetry that you want to read, or do you want to get into the meditation, or what do you want to
So, hmm. Okay, I do have a poem
do?
that
Okay.
I could read. Since we're talking about the heart chakra,
I gotta
um,
look through my book real quick. I don't know if I have anything.
it just popped off the top of my head. So it's I love.
Ooh,
Ready?
I'm ready.
All right. I love my quirkiness. Not common, but I love the best in the thick of it. I love my mind, even when I struggle sometimes. I love my character. I love my passion when I'm at my best, my interactions. I love my stature, even if my back ain't straight. My build ain't bad, they say, and I appreciate my body and learning to love and live. And I love my reflection, introspection, and rapid knowledge of random things. I love my devotion to key things I think speaks to the core of what humanity needs, because I know love is the key. I love who I am. I love me. I love the way I see. I love me for my capacity to be forgiving. I love that I can grow and change. And I love my direction, the way I give affection, deflecting the nonsense because I value authentic connection. I love my introspection and protection of my cherished sections brought on by my divine conception. So I love my rapid knowledge of random things. I love my devotion to following my dreams. I think it speaks to the core of what humanity needs because I know love is the key. My creativity and interest and drive, my determination through perseverance, and through that gratitude at its finest. I love my courage in the darkest of times. I love my strength in staying true to myself, even when it can be difficult. I still stand strong and defy. There are many reasons to love yourself. Embrace and celebrate the unique qualities that make you. who you are.
I
Boom.
love it. Yes, I feel like that fits so perfectly because you're
Mhm,
discussing all the things that you love about yourself, and
mhm.
part of having a nice balanced heart chakra is having that self-love and that compassion for yourself and just loving all your unique qualities. So that fit perfectly.
Thank you. And as I was
Mhm.
reading that, I noticed I touched on a lot of the things that we discussed tonight.
Yeah, yeah, like the
A lot of the words.
interconnectedness. Yeah,
Mhm.
introspection. Yeah, I peeped that.
It's crazy because I wasn't thinking of the heart chakra specifically. I was just
Yeah.
thinking about um, mantras and thinking about things that I wanted to it wasn't like I was deep down in the ruts, but I wanted a pick me up and some reference to have a pick me up when I actually did need it. So
Mm-hmm.
for anyone else watching, I'd like to see if you can come up with a list of things that you love about yourself, and if you don't mind sharing it with us,
Yeah, that
we
would
would
be
love
awesome.
to see that. Hmm.
Definitely. So I don't have any poetry that I want to read, but I do have something else for everybody. I have created a guided meditation based on the heart chakra. So I'm excited for you all to hear it. And if you're able to get in like a quiet, comfortable space where you can kind of just focus in for a few minutes. So we're going to get it started. Hold on. All right. All right. So I hope you guys all enjoy this guided meditation.
No, you have not been able to hear it. Don't worry, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. But we gonna get it right. We're gonna get it right, y'all.
And again, inhale for 4. And exhale for 4. And again, inhale for 4. And exhale for 4. Again, inhale for 4. And one last time, but this time on your inhale, let's inhale love. And one last time, so let's inhale love for 4. Inhale and exhale love for 4. So because we're focusing on our heart chakra, if you feel comfortable placing your hand on your heart, are you there? Excuse me. Yeah, so I don't know what was happening,
Can you
but
hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
We tried, and next episode, y'all gonna have a nice little packaged up meditation session with
Yeah.
Divine Marie. Don't y'all worry. We'll do some test runs, make sure we're good. Like we
Yeah.
thought we had it good, it just wasn't good. That's all. But it will be good next time. It'll be great next time.
Yes.
Anywho, we are going to share the link to Divine Marie's guided meditation so you can listen to the specific one at your leisure.
Yes.
And so if I'm not mistaken, on this site, like you can, it's kind of like with Google Docs. So you can put the link up for people to see, and they'll only be able to hear that one or things that you leave open for them. So it's kind of like
Yeah, exactly.
SoundCloud. The site is BandLab, and it's a site that musicians use to create. But viewers and listeners can check their stuff out as well. So guided meditation is via that website. Look out for the link. It will be in the chat, and just ask
Yes.
us. Gotta love technical
I
difficulties.
know, seriously. Well, I hope you guys all still listen at your leisure because it's definitely a good guided meditation that goes along with our topic today and that can help you just, bring in some of that love and into your heart. So I hope you guys do take the time to listen. But that is all that I have for today.
Yeah, that's all I had too. I think we can end it. It's like it's right under an hour, which is nice.
Yeah.
And we discussed a lot today as far as I think, and I get why the heart chakra is your favorite or
Mhm.
one that you really like, because it's kind of self-explanatory once it's explained, and all of the words really are connected, interconnected
Mhm.
with one another. So I thoroughly enjoyed today's episode. So thank
Me
you,
too.
Divine Marie, for even just
Yes.
bringing, because it was your idea to bring up the chakra series, which I think is very important. Just knowing how you and I are, as we start to roll out all of the other things that people will see that we are capable of and that we do in
Mhm.
future episodes, I think that it's important to lay this groundwork down as the foundation so people get to see and know who we are
Right.
at the root, to understand all the things that we do and why.
Absolutely.
So right.
So our
So I
next
can't.
episode is going to be on May 16th and it's going to be on the throat chakra. So I'm excited for that one.
Me
We have two
too.
more chakras. We have two more chakras left, the throat and the crown. So definitely
Yes.
tune in and rewatch the old episodes if you'd missed those ones so you can be caught up.
Yes, actually, I think I'm going to show some reruns too.
Oh yeah,
Catch
that'll be
people up.
good.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for the throat chakra. That's my favorite.
Is it?
Um, yeah, and I love blue, so
Ooh, yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
I'm gonna wear me some blue. Um,
Yes.
all right, let me get out of my bag and get myself to bed.
I feel
It's night
you.
time. Yes. Uh,
Yes. You all
everyone,
have a good night.
be safe, be blessed.
Peace.
Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Circumstantial.
Divine Marie.